Well, it's the start of a new day. It's actually 9:04, and I am in Pennsylvania. Time to unload some steel bar. Alright, it's Monday, and I'm in Pennsylvania. I arrived at 8:37 this morning, or at least that's when I I went off duty. I am in line. I would say there's, let's see, there's 3 trucks immediately ahead of me, and then you can kind of see a truck around the corner, and I'm sure there's like a couple ahead of him. So I am in line, waiting to unload. And hopefully I do it correctly this time, because last time I waited in a line like this, I was supposed to check in with the shipper. And I don't see that as the case this time, because they have a separate line. Who knows? We'll see. We'll find out when I get there if I was supposed to check in at shipping. In fact, once I get done with this clip, I'll probably go just check in with shipping, since I'm in line and it's not moving. So it's 14 degrees this morning. It's a little bit cooler. It's nice. I don't mind cold temperatures. I'd prefer cold over hot. So summer should be fun. Slept well in the new truck last night. It's just like the old truck, except for my dash. It does drive. I guess the only way I could compare it is, you know, when you get out of an old car and then you drive a new car, other than the aesthetics of the way things look new, it has I guess a more firmer feel, the way things operate, and I'm assuming this because it's the parts are a lot newer. That would be the only difference that I can noticeably tell between this and the 2012, because they look like exactly the same. And this one has the new truck smell, which I like. I'm still amazed that I'm in this, but I don't want to go overboard and start crying. So we'll see once I get this dropped off what the next load brings. I'm curious as to where I will go to pick up my load. I know there's a lot of steel in this area, so odds are I'll be picking up some steel, so we'll see what happens. 11:53. I have been here for a little over 3 hours, which is fine. I'm getting detention pay now, starting at the second hour. But I am the next truck to unload, and I have a pre-plan. And it should be interesting because it's, one, it's delivering right near where I live, which is good. I don't think that's going to help me out in seeing my home at all, but it does say that the product is sheet steel and coil. So if that is the case, that'll be interesting. I just watched a let's see here,
messaging
for Maverick. They, in the media manager, they have videos on how to secure a particular product, especially if you only see it once in a while. Well, anyway, they have a specific. I already know how to secure. I remember how to secure coils, but sheet steel, I haven't hauled any sheet steel since I've been through training. So I was able to watch that video, and it reminded me, because I had training on how to secure sheet steel, but I was like thinking to myself, wait a minute, it's been a while. So let me refer to my media manager, and that helped out a lot, because as soon as I saw the beginning of the video, I was like, oh yeah, okay, now I get it. So anyway, I should be getting unloaded here in the next 10 to 15 minutes, or half hour, or 45 minutes, depending on how long it takes for this forklift driver to unload this truck in front of me. We turn in at this particular stop. We turn in our paperwork prior to getting unloaded, and I think they have to make out tags for the specific product individual tags, so I can see why it's taken a little bit of time. So after this, I'll be heading to Ohio, and I want to say it's near Cleveland. I could be wrong. I most likely am wrong. But then it goes to a place called in Earth City, which is on the northwest side of St. Louis. About 45 minutes from my house, maybe 50 to an hour. But I won't be, based on my time today, I've only got like 9 hours left to drive. I'm on my 14-hour clock now because I've been waiting so long here. So I'll be driving on my 14-hour clock.
Home. Messaging. You have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
Yeah, so I've right there, 8 hours and 54 minutes is how much I've got to work with today. So I will get, I should get into Illinois. I always put an S in the end. I know it's silent, but that's how you spell it, so that's the way I say it. And since I love that state so much, I think I call it what I want. But anyway, I'll make it somewhere into Illinois and park for the night, and then begin the day tomorrow and see what I get after Earth City. So anyway, this does require tarping, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. I'm hoping to yeah, we'll see what I can see when we get there, and I have to load this. So anyway, the excitement of sheet steel and coil is what the assignment says, which I have gotten assignments before that told me the particular product I was getting, and that's not what I got. So I mean, I might end up with just sheet steel. So we'll see. Okay, it's 6:18 on the 23rd, 6:18 p.m. I picked up my sheet steel, and can you see it? It's the snow. It's 25 degrees outside, and it's snowing near Columbus, Ohio. It was bright and sunny this morning, but here I am. You can catch a view of my load as I walk to my truck. You can see the snow's starting to gather. I got skids of sheet metal, and I'm pressed for time, so until next time. It's 7:46 on the 23rd, and I had to stop early because the snow, it doesn't look like it right now, but the highways are horrendous. And right now my window looks good because I've been stopped for a couple minutes, but my the snow was so bad that it was piling up on my windshield wiper to where it got worse. The window, as far as being able to see out of it, got small. You know, my visible area got smaller and smaller. And I was like, this is stupid. So I pulled over, because obviously you can't drive like that. And I rattled my windshield wiper blade, and that cleaned it off, and that was great. Cause it was bizarre too, because the driver's side was continually getting worse, but the passenger side was like fine. And I'm like, seriously, you have to do it? This has to have a problem on the driver's side? So anyway, I pulled over on an off-ramp, cleaned it off, and went on the on-ramp down back onto the highway, proceeding. I only had like 40 miles to go to where I wanted to stop. And then I started seeing cars and trucks in ditches, and I was like, okay, this is a bad sign. And then, you know, my windshield wiper started the whole, hey, I'm starting to pick up ice, and my visual field began to decrease, only a little bit, because at that moment I'm like, okay, that's it. Next exit, 140. Oh wow, there's 2 truck stops there. Yeah, this is happening. And it's weird, because I mean, I look outside my window and it's like, wow, it's bad. But I look through my camera and it makes it look like, you know, everything's clear. It's still a little bit daylight, but all the white stuff you see is from the last hour or two. And it's 25 degrees, so on the highways they haven't obviously salted them in the last week because they thought it was spring. And it's piling up it's freezing in piles of wet, slushy, frozen peaks of snow on the highway. And anyway, I'm like, yeah, no need to push it. I'm pulling over, being safe. I imagine that when I wake up, that this is going to be a very ugly situation in this parking lot. I think I got the last parking spot here, and it's only 6 something. Because every truck driver, I think with the knowledge of how this is going to go, realizes, hey, I better get off now and get a parking spot. All these guys the ones in front of me are just parked right in front of the scale. They're not even in parking spots. So, and on the other side of the scale, is the fuel pumps. So anyway, I'm here for tonight. It gives me some time to work on some videos because I only got one out this week. I feel bad about that, but I had when I usually work on my videos at home, my wife came and told me, hey, the dishwasher is not working. It's all plugged up. And since I do everything myself and I don't like to hire people, like I remodeled my kitchen and all that stuff. But anyway, I was like, I'm going to fix it. And after completely removing the dishwasher, I found one of the drain lines was plugged. And I made a snake out of a coat hanger and freed it up, poured some, and anyway, I cleaned it out and it was good to go. So that's how much of a cheapskate I am. So I'll go in. I had to change my truck number because they do transflow for our paperwork. And this load started out that I dropped off earlier today. Started out in my old truck, 12398, and now I'm in 14147. That's easy to say. 14147. I think I was meant to be in this truck. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I'm hoping I can get out of here in the morning and that I'm not trapped by other trucks. We'll see what happens.